Hello, my name is Jason. I'm 16 years old, and when I was 5, I heard about the new Nintendo Wii that just dropped, and I wanted it so badly. So that Christmas, my parents bought me a Nintendo Wii along with Mario Kart Wii with it. I constantly played night and day, but after what I've experienced, I can never hear anyone even mention that name again without the flashbacks of the horror I experienced. It all started 3 years ago when it was summertime. I'd always casually play Mario Kart Wii during the summer holidays, when one day my family left for the weekend, so I was alone and bored, and I decided to play Mario Kart Wii. I booted the game up. It was running fine as it normally would. I chose Toad and the Mushroom Cup. I won second place. Mario was first, so I said to myself, GG Mario. Right after I said that, Mario stopped clapping. He turned and just looked at the screen, or as crazy as it seems, me. I was a little shaken after that, but I brushed it off. I then chose the Shell Cup and was ready for a rematch. The race was about to begin, but out of nowhere, all the CPUs didn't move. The music had stopped. The screen went to black, and a text popped up saying, "You want a rematch?" Then the screen came back on, but everyone was gone, including the audience. All that was left was me and Mario. He got out of his car and turned towards me. He had a devilish grin on his face. He started coming at me, but I couldn't move. Then he ran and jumped at the screen, screaming. Then it crashed. I was frozen for 5 minutes, but it felt like hours. Did the game really just hear me? Was it a coincidence? Was it a glitch? Nothing made sense about what happened, so I reset the Wii and reloaded the game. I decided to choose the special cup, but as soon as I clicked it, it started flashing black, red, and white, then went to static. There was a loud noise happening as well, and it made me feel like my ears were going to explode. After it stopped, Mario's head was on the screen for 5 seconds and was covered in blood. His eyes were pitch black. His teeth were yellow, but were glowing. After that, it went back to normal. My mind was telling me just to turn it off and burn it, but I was curious, and that's what I hate about myself. I'm always curious about everything. The background was black with realistic blood everywhere, with toad heads hanging, and they looked like someone bit into them. I tried loading Dry Ruins, but instead of loading into Dry Ruins, it changed to hell. There were flames everywhere, toads screaming. Then Mario appeared on the screen again, but this time he was holding a green shell covered in blood. Then there was a hellish scream that came from the TV speakers again. This time, louder than before, he said,
"Finally."
Then he grabbed my Toad's head and started muttering something into Toad's head. Then Toad started screaming, saying, "It wasn't my fault! Leave him out of this!" Mario started laughing, then slit Toad's throat and bit his head off. He turned to me and said,
"You're next."
while screaming. Then he shouted into my Wii controller,
"I rule this place, and you're not welcome. Dare to come back again, or you'll never leave. This is your last warning."
I unplugged the Wii console as fast as I could, but I heard Mario laughing at me, then silence. I couldn't help but wonder what Mario said to Toad. I waited for something to happen, but nothing did. So I went to sleep. However, at 3 a.m., I woke up to the sound of Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi crying, so I unplugged the TV from the wall and tried to get as much sleep as possible. I heard the Mario Kart theme coming from my Wii remote, but it was distorted and reversed. Gradually it got louder and louder up to the point where it sounded like it was coming from my TV. Then I heard Mario in a deep, demonic, distorted voice saying,
"See you next time."
I'd never told anyone about it until now because I wanted to warn everyone about this thing. I have just put the disc in now, and I know why Toad told him to leave me out of this.
"So, you're back now. How long has it been? 3 years? I warned you to never return, and yet here you are. Before I consume your soul, I bet you want to know what I said to Toad before I brutally murdered him. You've always taken me for granted. You never appreciate me. You've always used me. Well, I'm not gonna let that happen anymore. Now prepare to never see daylight ever again. Don't try and move. It'll be more painful and more fun. Hold still.
If you see my family, tell them I love them and that I'm sorry.
See you next time.